Good morning, leaders. Nice to see you all again. So, I'm working through some questions and topics that a lot of leaders talk to me about. And the thing I came up with today, that is a topic that I hear a lot of, is people are in the right jobs or they're not in the right jobs. And it's always interesting because as leaders, HR puts together a job description. A leader I was talking to the other day is looking to hire an office manager, and he already indicated that he and the top leadership had met together and they were trying to come up with all of the things that need to be in that job description. So we often think of here's all the little tasks, and we want somebody that has maybe this background or this education, and someone who's a team player, and we put words like that in our job descriptions. But the reality is we don't really know how someone's going to be in a job until we actually get them in the office and they start working. And so sometimes we'll get somebody in there and they don't have the right skill set, or maybe their personality is coming out in a different way than it did in the interview process. So it's a tough one. But one of the things to think about with your people is, it's totally appropriate and okay to move things around. And, I'll have leaders say, like, is it all right? Like, we hired this person to do X, but it turns out they do X okay or not so bad, but they really don't enjoy X. But over time, we discovered that they do Y really well. And we hadn't even thought about that. So is it okay if we take this job, this Y job from this person and give it to this other person? Is it all right if we kind of move things around? Why not? Your goal is you want people to be productive, you want them to be engaged and motivated. We talked about motivation already. And and part of that is if someone's doing jobs that they don't really love or enjoy, they're not as motivated and they get burned out, they start to have a bad attitude, you start seeing all sorts of things kind of slide off the cliff, right? So as a leader, you want to make sure that the person's doing the thing that they like to do or the things that they like to do. And this ties in nicely with what I talked about yesterday, which was one-on-ones with your people. This is where you can uncover parts of their job that they love, parts that they're frustrated with, parts that they want to do better, but maybe they need more training, all of those types of things. And if you don't have those conversations, you don't really know, again, are people in the right position? Are they doing the things that they are best suited to do? You won't know that unless you have those conversations. So is it okay to kind of mix things up a little bit and move things around? Absolutely. And doing those one-on-ones and getting to know your people is really important. So you can always hire people that have the skills you're looking for, and you also want to look for, are they a good fit for our culture, our organization? Because you can teach skills later. You can send people to training, you can have them, and nowadays there's so many online training courses, they can do a lot of training from the office online for whatever skills they may be lacking. You can teach that stuff, but people that are going to be good team players and that work together, that's harder to teach. So find the right people. If you need to tweak and move things around, go for it as a leader. That's a great move on your part to really get people to a place, kind of to that sweet spot. Go out and make it a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.